Hey yo, this is the Kenshi guide. We've been I've been waiting a while to do this one because Kenshi is probably one of the hardest characters to play, and he's pretty much top three in the game too. And the reason I didn't want to make the tutorial first or the guide first was because it's gonna be a long guide because there's a lot of stuff we need to cover with Kenshi. All right. Obviously, the first thing we talk about is the buttons. So we're gonna start with his jab string, which is 1-4-1, like that, and it's unsafe as hell on block. So on block, you're gonna wanna cancel it into something to make it safe, because it's like it's look at that, minus 17, very unsafe. And this is gonna be his main like Punisher with stand 1-4, fast punish, easy punish, and you can get a launch into it, but we'll talk about that later. And then we got 2-1-2. This string right here, very nice string to just throw out there when you wanna be -3. It's -5, sorry. It's a very it has no gaps in it, and it's just like good because it gives you a little space. You can maybe get a backdash mind game going. And then the 2-1 is actually -3, so that's not bad either. You can get an easy backdash. And then the 2 by itself is +2, so you can play some kind of mind game like that. And then he's got his back 2-2. This is his whip punish tool, back 2. As you can see, it's a very good whip punish tool. And the full string is safe, but if the person flawless blocks or armors, they can punish it. And yeah, you cannot special cancel it. And the back 2-2 has a lot of pushback, so it's pretty good for just throwing out there when you want to maybe get the opponent away from you. One thing to note though, in the corner, this string in the corner, what the hell did I do? But this string in the corner is not too good because they can punish it. So if I be Johnny Cage, I just do this. Look at that. Like, let me just get closer actually. Look at that. So it's -8. So keep in mind, you should not be just throwing that out in the what's it called? In the corner. So yeah, we got that, and then we got what's it called? His main string, the one that everyone uses, the one that has mad range, the forward 2-2. Forward 2 by itself is -6, forward 2-2 -7, and then you can do 3 different enders. It's forward 2-2-2, and that's -10, but it has a lot of pushback, so most characters cannot punish it. And then we got forward 2-2 back 2, and it brings the sword down. Also, like, pretty safe because of the pushback, but people can like just armor. And then we got forward 2-2 up 2, I think, or forward 2-2 down 2, yeah, and it puts the sword farther. But I don't do those endings at all. I just stick to this one. This is gonna be his main kind of string that you throw in the neutral for checking and for whiff. Not even for, you can do it for whiff punish. You can do it for anything. This string is really good. It has a gap though. After forward 2-2, after the first hit, there is a gap. So be careful, because you know Johnny Cage can actually he can do that, or he can just armor. So that's another thing to keep in mind. And then he's got his 4-4, and this is it, bro. This is all Kenshi has in base stance. This is a double hitting, 1 high, 1 overhead, -7. So this is it for Kenshi actually, for his base stance. Now, the reason Kenshi is so hard is because he's basically got 3 stances that he needs to get good at. This base stance right here, the one that I'm on right now, and the stance where he pulls out SENTO, and using SENTO, and then when SENTO is not here anymore, and using this stance too. So you got to get good at using everything with Kenshi to play him like a monster. Okay, so let's get over the special moves of base stance. So we're in base stance right now. Base stance has, every time you switch stances, you lose special moves, and you also like your normals also change. So right now we're in base stance. Let's go over his specials in base stance. He's got Ancestral Guard. This move, very nice. What's it called? It's a very fast advancing special, and it has pretty good range too. Like you can like stop right here and it'll hit. And it's safe against most of the people because it's -7, and it absorbs projectiles. That's the thing about it. It absorbs projectiles. So you can just, and then he's got his, and you can, you can hold it, or you can just cancel it too. The cancel is pretty fake. It's a very gimmicky thing, but you can use some cameos we'll get into later, and then you can see like how this move is actually pretty good for Kenshi. Okay, and then we got Soul Charge. This is his armored move. It's a garbage armored move. Okay, it has decent range, but I don't know, something about it. It's just trash, man. I don't like it at all. This is more like a combo ender when you're in base stance. Use more like that. And there's the armor too. Very punishable. Okay. And then he's got Demon Drop. This is his main zoning tool. What's it called? Down back 2. You can do it close, you can do it normal, or you can do it far. And if you amplify it, it launches. And the cool thing is when you amplify it, you can get a full combo conversion into Fatal Blow. And that's from full screen actually. Let me get it from here. You dash up and then Fatal Blow. Like that. So you can use that as a robbery tool. But it's very punishable. And if somebody jumps over it, like, like people can jump over it easily. And it has so much recovery, 36 frames of recovery, that people can just dash up and punish you. So keep in mind to be careful when throwing that out. And also they can also what's it called, up block it. And then we got back forward 3. This is his main combo extender. This is where you're going to be wanting to hit confirm into, like that. And it's very unsafe too. If you amplify it, you can cancel it. You can cancel it into a jump. Not that useful. I barely use it. It's more so used as a combo extender. Very unsafe on block. And I also like to throw it out max range. From max range, it actually is a little harder to punish. So yeah, -14, but a little harder to punish, like for the dash up punish. For that more. He's got back forward 4. So there's 3 levels to this. There's the normal back forward 4, and that's -11. And then you can hold it a little bit, make it -1, or you can hold it all the way and make it +9. So, like, you should know. Or you can just amplify it, and it'll be -1 right away. Or you can amplify, hold it, and it'll do the ender quicker, and it'll be +9. This is what I use most of the time to get the opponent away from me or make some kind of distance, because Kenshi does not do that well in base stance against people up close that have good buttons. Like against Johnny destroys Kenshi in base stance. So what I like to do is I like to cancel my strings. If I don't see them hit, I'll just cancel them into this. Quick and easy -1 can give me a backdash bind game, can give me a neutral jump bind game. Or you can even become a little gimmicky and do back 2 and into it and do like that, be +9 so you can pressure. And in the corner, this is actually very good, because if you do this in the corner, you are guaranteed anything after that, because it is +9. You can do this, it'll work, but keep in mind people can probably armor it. So yeah, that's how I use that move. Pretty good, pretty cool move. All right, that's it for base stance Kenshi. Now let's talk about some base stance Kenshi combos. Now, most of the time when I combo with Kenshi, I actually would like to go into SENTO stance. I don't like being in base stance. I like to combo straight into SENTO stance and start the SENTO stance pressure. But in some scenarios, maybe the opponent is at low HP and you can finish off the round, you're going to want to do some of these combos. So first we got 1-4, back forward 3. This is your main punish, 1-4, back forward 3, back 2, what's it called? Back 2, back forward 2. This is your most damaging one. Or if you want to use 1 bar, you can do any hit confirm into back forward 3, back 2, down back 2, and then stand 4, back forward 2. So like that, and like that. Quick, easy 29%. Okay. And you can also do the full string 1-4-1, and you can do it from here too. Okay, that's gonna be it. Every single thing you're gonna want to hit confirm is gonna be into back forward 3 in base stance whenever you want to do a base stance combo. Okay, and then now we'll do some corner combos. It's the same thing. It's just like an extra back forward 3. So you can do this, stand forward, back forward 3, and then back to this, or stand for shoulder charge again, like that. It just does a little bit more damage. And that's it for the base stance Kenshi combos. Alright, yo, let's talk about Sento stance now. This is gonna be probably the most like the hardest part about Kenshi, to learn Kenshi. Alright, so let's do it. It's down back 1 to get into Sento stance, okay? And it's down back 1 to get out of it too. But keep in mind when you're going into it or putting it away, the opponent can get a full combo punish on you. There's a lot of recovery. Look at that, 68 recovery. So, hold on, let me change my cameo first, because we're gonna be using different cameos. Alright, so first thing you're gonna want to know is how to control Sento stance, how to control Sento, how to do his combos, all that shit. First thing I'm gonna say is, when you call out Sento, Kenshi is gonna recover a little bit before he can press. In that time, Sento can walk forward and press 2. Okay? So that's gonna be one thing that people need to start doing. As you can see, I'm pressing 2, you see that? You can see me inputting 2, but Kenshi isn't doing anything. That's because Sento will recover quicker than Kenshi when Kenshi goes into Sento stance, okay? That's one thing you guys need to get really good at doing. You guys need to really get good at doing that. Alright, like walk him forward a little bit and then do it. Don't just do it like this. Walk him forward a little bit and then do it. And you see, Kenshi didn't move at all. If there's a very specific timing for this. If you do this, your Sento stance combos and your Sento pressure will be a lot better. So what does he have in Sento stance? The way to control Sento is by blocking and then inputting either 1, 2, 4, or 3. So Sento's got 4 moves. He's got Sento 2, fast double hitting mid. And this can be used to extend combos. As you can see, that was 4 hits. He's got his Sento 1. This can also be used to extend combos. As you can see, that was 3 hits. And this is a high. Very quick, fast ranging high. And then he's got his Sento 3. This is the launcher. This is what's going to extend your Sento combos. And then we've got his Sento 4. As you can see, triple hitting one, and there's a gap in between. Not a lot of Kenshi players are going to use this. When you're in Sento stance, keep in mind that when Sento goes away, Sento's gone, right? Kenshi loses his arm. So whenever Kenshi's sword is out, he loses his armored move. That's very bad because if you don't make a complete use of Sento while he's out before he goes away, then you're just gonna get full of pressured the whole game. You can't do an armored wake up. You cannot armor through gaps. The opponent can just abuse you then. So that's one thing. That's why you got to get good at using stance without Sento. Okay, so let's talk about his moves when he's in Sento stance without Sento. Okay, they're gonna be down here. All right. So he's got his obviously 7-frame Punisher, 1, 2, 2. And you can hit confirm it. Oh, hold up! I can't be leaving Sento stance. Okay, so you got 1, 2, 2, fast, super fast. It has good pushback too. As you can see, it's only -5. It has good pushback. You can actually like backdash after. And 1, 2 itself is -2. Very good stagger. And the stand 1 is obviously going to be +1. And then he's got his forward 1. Forward 1, 1, 2. The last hit has a gap, so right here there's a gap right here. Be looking armor, and it's -3 if they don't armor. This by itself is -3, and this is -6. And look at this range. These are sword normals. These are insane. People cannot be whiffing on Kenshi. Okay. And then he's got his back 1, 2. This is his low launcher. We're gonna get into it when we get into Sento stance combos. It's -12 on block, very punishable. Okay, and then he's got his forward 2, 2, 1. Very punishable, -15. Forward 2, 2 is a decent stagger, -4. And then forward 2 by itself, also a good stagger, -7. And it's also used as an anti-air. Very good anti-air as well. And we're going to talk about this string more when we get into Sento stance combos. And then he's got his stand 2, 1. I barely use this string, but it's +1. And it has decent pushback. I barely use it though. And then back 2, this is his overhead. Does not look like an overhead at all, but it's his overhead. Minus 13s. It has a weird block stun, so most people cannot punish it, but it is minus 13. And then he's got his forward 4. This is my favorite button to use when I'm in Sento stance without Sento. Forward 4 plus 1. It doesn't feel like much, but there's such a good mind game behind this. You can do a backdash to bait out down 1s. You can do down 1 to check them if they're pressing, and then you can keep looping the string. This is my favorite string to use in Sento stance when I don't have Sento. Okay. And then he's got his stand 4-2. This is also one of my most favorite strings to use when I'm in when Sento is there, and I'll show you guys why. And the full string is 4-2-1. It has a gap. After the 4-2, there's a gap between 1 and whatever. There's a gap, right? You guys know what I mean. And then also he's got obviously his launcher, which you're going to be hit confirming. Is down back 3. So if you amp it, it becomes a launcher, and you can do some combos. And this is important because when you're in Sento stance, the way to get back Sento is to get a hit confirm into this. So this is what I do. When you're in Sento stance, you can refresh Sento with 1 bar with down back 2 amp. So what I do is any hit confirm into down back 3 amp, just like that, and then Sento is back. So we're going to talk about Sento pressure, Sento combos. So we're going to make the guy on block. Alright, so when you're in Sento stance, there's also 2 other special moves that you have when you're in Sento stance and Sento is out at the same time. If Sento is out, that's the only way you'll have these moves. It's down back 4. It's the combo ender, and if you amp it, it becomes a mid projectile which does 18% damage. I believe. Yes, sir. Alright, so what's the pressure? How do you open people up? And how do you play Kenshi, basically? So, anytime I'm in base stance, this is base stance right now, I try to get any hit confirm into back forward 3. Why? Because I can do back forward 3, back 2, down back 2 amped, and then I can, what's it called? Call Sento. You hit this, you can also do back 2 like that, and then call Sento as well. That was a little far, like if you hit it from here, this is a lot better. There we go. And that's a guaranteed Sento setup. Dash up, call Sento, and right away I do the Sento 2. Why? I told you guys, when Kenshi is recovering, you can walk Sento forward and do 2. Sento 2. The double hitting mid. Because if you do that, as soon as the enemy gets hit by that, it's combo city. So any hit confirm in the back forward 3, like that, call Sento, forward Sento 2, and then this is the combo. And you do, hold up, like that, stand 4, down back 4. Okay, so let me go by this combo step by step. Sento 2 hits, right? Sento 2 hits. You're gonna want to input forward 2-2 as soon as you do Sento 2-2. Okay? So if Sento 2-2 gets blocked, right? Let's say it gets blocked. Then you're just gonna only want to do forward 2-2, okay? You do Sento 2-2, forward 2-2, walk Sento forward, Sento 2-2, forward 2-2, walk Sento forward, Sento 2-2. That's the. This is it right here. They cannot press. And that's the infinite pressure, basically. But there's a lot of variations of it, but we're going to get into that later. So, let's get the hit confirmed. Forward 2-2, 1, when you see it get hit. Stand 4-2, Sento 3. Stand 4, down back 4. That's it. Okay? Or, if you want to do a fancier combo, you're going to hit confirm into this. Sento 3. Like that. And you can actually do an even fancier combo if you do. Let's see if I can get this. There we go, that's even fancier. But you gotta move Sento back so the opponent doesn't end up on the other side. So that's one of the few routes you can go into after Sento 2-2 hits. Now, what if Sento 2-2 does not hit? What do you want to do? Well. There's unlimited options with Sento. Sento 2-2 gets blocked. You can do forward 2-2, Sento 2-2, stand 4-2, Sento 2-2, stand 4-2, Sento 2-2, back 1-2, Sento 2-2, and back 1-2 is what? Back 1-2 is a launcher. Remember, when you don't want Sento to do attacks, you're gonna want to hold the KAMEO button. See, if I don't hold the KAMEO button and I do 1-2 looks, Sento will attack at the same time as me. We don't want that. We want to attack, and then we want Sento to attack, and then we want to attack, and then we want Sento to attack. Alright. So let's go over the combo with the low starter. There we go. 43% after the low starter. Or if you want to do the easy combo, there's always an easy combo. That's it. This is the easy combo, less damage, but it's still good damage. Okay, so we got that. And then to the low starter, we did that into forward 2-2, and we can also do that into 4-2. But the 4-2 combo is the same as this one. It's just this, stand 4, and then the same one that I did earlier after I did this. Or if you want to do the overhead as well. The overhead is a little trickier because you don't want to do the overhead because then Sento will attack as well at the same time. What you're going to do is hold the KAMEO button. Look at the bottom left right there. I'm holding the KAMEO button, and then I'm going to do back 2, and then I'll press Sento 3. So back 2, Sento 3, stand 4-2, Sento 3, and then stand 4, down back 4 again. It's the same combo. So how will it look? Just like that. And you can also do the fancy combo with this one too. Like that. But those combos drop very often. They're a little hard to do, but you can do that as well. There's another easier combo you can do. It's not easy, but it's like, a lot easier because sometimes doing this and then this is a little hard. So people can also do while holding the KAMEO button back to this and get a little conversion like that as well with the overhead. Let's go into the corner combos now. So you got Sento out in the corner, and you get this hit confirm. Okay? You get any of this like this. Like that, like the Rising Karma hit confirm. You get that, okay? You're gonna wanna do Sento 1, forward 4, Sento 1, forward 2, Sento 2, forward 4. I've made this combo up. It's very good damage, and it's meterless. Okay? Sento 1, forward 4, Sento 1, forward 2, 2-2, just like that. And you can do that off of anything. So Sento 2-2, the low starter, Sento 1, same combo. Same thing after the overhead. Sento 1, forward 4, Sento 1. Oh, I dropped it, hold up. Oh. Just like that. Very good damage and super easy combo to do. And then we've also got 1-bar combos, which do a lot more damage, and they look pretty crazy, but they're not crazy, man. And also there's this combo right here, like that. Stand 4-2, 1 bar. I dropped it right there. You're gonna want to delay your jump kick, okay? Everything you don't have to worry about in these combos. You don't have to worry about pressing R1, the KAMEO button to not let Sento attack, because if you time all the combos right, all the Sento 3s should align with like the previous Sento 3. Okay? So like that. There we go. That's the 1-bar combo. You can do that off of any launcher. You can also do it off of the overhead. Like that. Very good damage. Okay? Those are the corner combos. You just gotta practice them. They're pretty hard. I'm not gonna lie. You just gotta practice them. That's it. But once you get them down, like it's a piece of cake, you know. And also, there's another one I like to do, which is sometimes I'll just like be spamming forward 4, right? I'll hold the KAMEO button while I'm spamming forward 4, like this. Let me make the person block, so everything is guaranteed. You know what I do? I'll do Sento 3, and if they block it, I'll do a forward 4, hold R1, down 1, because down 1 will be guaranteed after forward 4, so down 1, and then Sento 2 right away. Everything does not have a gap, they cannot press. It's very annoying, and I keep spamming this. in SENTO stance. You can do this too. You can do SENTO 2 forward 4, SENTO 2 SENTO 2 forward 4, down 1, SENTO 2. Like, you know, you can just be so annoying. So let's say you just ended a combo, a SENTO combo, and you just ended it with down back 4, right? You just ended the combo with down back 4. What you're going to do, instead of holding block and letting SENTO meaty, you're going to want to press forward 2-2 at the same time. So you and SENTO hit, and it's going to be 4 hits in total. Okay? 4 hits in total, look at that, 4 hits. And then you want to cancel into down back 3 amp. And when you cancel into down back 3 amp, you're going to want to hold the KAMEO button so SENTO stops attacking. And in the air, after you've done this, you're going to want to do 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2, okay? 1, 1, 2. And after 1, 1, 2, while you're holding the KAMEO button, you're going to let go of the KAMEO button and press SENTO 3, so SENTO can do his launcher. And then you're going to do stand forward, down back 4 to end the combo. So this is the armor breaker combo. And that's how you do it. And also in the corner with SENTO, there is an infinite. This one right here, there's no gap. They cannot do anything about this. 4-2, SENTO 2, 4-2, SENTO 2. All they can do is flawless block. This has no gap. And then the other thing that doesn't have a gap is 1-2-2, SENTO 2, 1-2-2, SENTO 2, 1-2-2, SENTO 2. So you can be very annoying. Those midstream combos now that are a little different. You know why? We'll see why. Hold up. Where the fuck is it? There we go. Okay, so we're gonna have, as you know, after any of the SENTO combos, right? After any of the SENTO combos, you end it in down back 4. Now look at this. Now there's a lot more shit you can do that's annoying when SENTO is on the other side. Okay? So you can do the overhead, and you can get a full combo with the overhead. I'm gonna show that combo right now. So you can also do that thing. You can also do the block pressure from here. It's a lot easier to do it from here because obviously SENTO's behind him, and you can just keep doing it. So once you get him used to blocking, right? You can throw out the overhead while holding the KAMEO button. Okay, while holding the KAMEO button, do the overhead. SENTO 1, 4-2, SENTO 2, and then stand 4, down back 4. That's the overhead combo. Okay. Or the low starter combo, which you can do. You know, so you do SENTO 2. You're trying to mix them up. You do SENTO 2, and then you hit the low. What you're gonna want to do is right after you hit the low, you're gonna want to hold the KAMEO button. So I hit the low, hold the KAMEO button. 4-2, SENTO 3, jump 2, forward 4, SENTO 3, again. Alright, let me do the combo. Just like that. Okay. And then the other ones, these are going to become a little different though. This hit confirm is going to become a little different. So what you're going to want to do, okay, you're going to do SENTO 2. Basically, you get a hit confirm into this, right? So you're gonna launch with it, move SENTO back, SENTO 1, forward 2, SENTO 2, stand 4, down back 4. You have to move SENTO back while you're in the air. Like, look, hold up. If I don't move SENTO back, the 1 will whiff. Look, see that? You have to move SENTO back. Move SENTO back, 1, 4, 2, stand 2, down, stand 4, down back 4. And then for this combo, it's going to be a little different. This one, you're going to do the same. You're going to do SENTO 3, 4, 2, 2, stand 4, down back 4. Okay? And that's going to be pretty much it for the SENTO combo. And the other thing is, when, you know, as you can look at the top left of the screen, you can see that bar going down. That's how long SENTO stays. So keep in mind about that. When it's getting low, you're going to want to try and get a hit with SENTO, get a launcher, and you're going to want to do stand 4 into the realignment. Stand 4, down back 2 amp. You're going to want to do that after getting any launcher. So you can look, SENTO refreshes, then you can keep the pressure then. Like here, I'll show an example. So I got this combo, like that, and then stand for refresh. And then you keep going. And you always start with SENTO 2 when you're doing the, when you're summoning SENTO. You always start with SENTO 2. Walk forward, SENTO 2. We'll let the ghost walk forward a little bit, and then SENTO 2. Now, let's talk about some guaranteed ways to get into SENTO. Alright. So I got this set up from another Kenshi player, and it breaks armor. Yeah, okay. So this is the setup. Any hit confirm into this. 1, 2, 2. Call back KANO. And then just like that. And it breaks armor. Keep in mind though, it does not work against everybody. I think Reptile gets out of it because his armor move is very low. I think Sub-Zero gets out of it as well. So it's not guaranteed, the KANO setup. I would only do the KANO setup is very good against Johnny players, against Raiden players. Against those armored moves that are like, you know, very advancing and they're not like low to the ground. Alright? It also stops the Kung Lao armor as well. The other way to guarantee SENTO is any hit confirm. Back to this, and then just dash up and call out SENTO. That is going to be guaranteed. Okay, he's not going to get a punish. Hold on, let me do it right. As you can see, I'll get a punish on him. So, whenever you do that, always block and let SENTO meaty for you. That's another thing that you guys need to understand. That you're going to want to let SENTO meaty for you. Like, after I knock this guy down, I'm going to want SENTO to meaty for me, so I'm safe. I'm going to be blocking. I'm going to be letting SENTO do SENTO 2 to meaty for me. Like, after this setup right here, if I can get it right, I'll let SENTO meaty for me, and I can block the move. So that way I can get a full combo punish, like so. Hold up. Like this, and then just do down back 2 normally. If you have SENTO out already with you, you can do down back 2 to get SENTO to like come right in front of you. If you don't amp it. Okay, but if you amp it, then SENTO gets a full refresh as well when he comes back to you. So when you bait out the armored move, you're gonna wanna just do the normal one. If you can see the bar, 1, 2, 2, and then like that. There we go, and that guarantees it. Even the stand 4 guarantees it. Stand 4 into down back 2, but sometimes I drop that, and it's like if you mistime it a little bit, they can like down 1 out of it. Like SENTO will not have gotten out in time. So the safe one is just this one, the one where you just do like that, like that. That's the safe one. Because you can see I got a full combo punish from that too. Another thing to keep in mind when you're in SENTO stance, and let's say the opponent has done that to you. Okay, SENTO is far away. SENTO is far away. What do? You're trying to get SENTO back, right? So, what you can do, if you get the opening, is do a back grab, and then SENTO will get teleported to you. And you can get a good meaty off of that too. Okay? The other thing that we need to get good at, as a Kenshi player, is gonna be blocking the opponent's mix and reading their throws, because when you get thrown, SENTO goes down. Okay? Okay? And if you're getting hit, SENTO also goes down. That's not the only ways that SENTO goes down though. SENTO also goes down if the opponent does a down, like hits SENTO, he'll go down for a brief period, or even a projectile will hit him. And see, he'll go down. Or if Kenshi gets hit too. So if you end the combo with this move right here, it'll send it full screen, SENTO will be in their face. What you can do is hold block, move SENTO back, and then do a SENTO 3. And you can do that too. And with the SENTO 3, you can just do a stand 4 and to refresh. That's gonna be your goal. When SENTO is not on the screen with you, like let's say SENTO is like over here, like that, and I'm blocking the opponent's hits, right? SENTO's far away, I'm gonna wanna block all this, I'm gonna wanna keep blocking. Okay? And then I'm gonna want to call Sento and hit him with a Sento 3. Because if he gets hit by a Sento 3, I can get the refresh. If they're far away, you can also do down back 4, which is the spiritual alignment move. This one right here. That'll also summon him beside you. So yeah, those are the ways to get Sento. Those are the ways, some ways to be maneuvering Sento in neutral. Alright, let's talk about some setups that I have. Some sequences with Sento that are pretty good. Okay? And one of them I have is after Sento 2, I'll do 1, 2, 2. Okay? And the opponent, let's say the opponent's good, he can block all this, he knows how to deal with Sento. Sento 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, Sento 3, forward 4, down 1, Sento 2. That's my sequence, which is guaranteed if you do it right. So, Sento 2, 1, 2, 2, Sento 3, forward 4, down 1, Sento 2. And obviously if the Sento 2 hits, what do you get if the Sento 2 hits? You get this. You get an easy launcher. You get this. Your main goal with Sento is to always hit the opponent with a Sento 2. Okay? And this is the infinite. This is also infinite block pressure. You got to be a little good at doing this though, because if you mess this up, they can backdash. There we go. You have to move Sento forward while you do it, and then you can start doing that. Keep in mind though, if you do this move too quick, they can do a down 1 punish before Sento recovers, and then Sento will go down as well. So when you're gonna throw this move out, you're gonna want to make sure that Sento 2 has just finished like that. Like that. You don't want to do it like while Sento 2 is happening, so that they can punish you. Okay, so that's one setup. The other thing I have is I do the forward 2, Sento 2, forward 2, Sento 2. I'll do a forward 4, Sento 1, and then do that. If you do the Sento 1 after forward 4, and then do this, Sento will recover in time fast enough to stop that. Or if you can also do forward 4, that, and then do a mix, and then you can hit confirm the mix as well. Back 2 or back 1, 2. This one. Okay, that's another thing you can do. In the corner, it's pretty much hell for the opponent. They can't do anything. You just keep doing this, and then you know what? All of a sudden, you'll just do this, and then boom, hold the KAMEO button. Hold the KAMEO button while you mix. And you can even start getting you can start dashing into them, do the Sento 2. Once they start respecting you, once you've broken their armor a few times and start respecting you, you can do Sento 2, dash up, hold the KAMEO button after you dash up, and then do back 1, 2, get a little shimmy, and then do the combo from that too. Let's talk about some KAMEO specific stuff. With Kenshi, I only use KANO and Kung Lao. I do not use Frost or Sub-Zero. I believe if you're using Frost or Sub-Zero, you're only good at getting the Sento combos down and mixing with Sento, not actually opening people up and putting Sento in front of their face. So I think if you play KANO or Kung Lao like a KAMEO that does not guarantee a Sento combo, then you're gonna get better at using Sento in the neutral and getting a lot better at using Sento and just being annoying with them, you know what I mean? Okay, so one thing you can do, this is a gimmick, you can easily armor this, is forward 2 to call KANO and call Sento. That's a consensus setup. They can armor through it. It's in the corner. If they don't have armor, this is a very dangerous option that you can do. Forward 2 to call the KANO KAMEO, make it and cancel it right into Sento. Sento 2 obviously. Okay. Another thing is I like to do is when I am full screen and I'm getting zoned by the opponent, what I'll do is call the KANO knives, which is back R1. So these are the KANO knives, they're highs. And I like to do my down forward 1 to get in. And I like to cancel it, and then I'll be left plus. And if you get a full combo into a Sento setup. Okay. Another thing I like to do is I like to use his strings that aren't used that much, which is the 4-4. You can use it pretty well with KANO because KANO jails the knives with it. So if you do 4-4, call KANO knives, and then you can jail the KANO knives in B+. You can do whatever you want from that. And I like to do it after the 2-1-2 as well. If you do 2-1-2, KANO knives, and and then back 2-2. You can guarantee the back 2. I also like to do the back 2-2 Kano knives because that's for more if you want to like do keep away. You can back up and start doing this. So that's what another thing you can do with Kano. And then obviously the setup that I showed you guys earlier. 1-2-2, back Kano. I did it a little wrong right there, but you get the idea. You call back Kano, go into Sento 3 right away, and the knives will break the arm then. Alright, we'll get hit by this. And I'll say even if the opponent has to do a down 4, they'll get hit. Like the Sento 3 launches, it goes above, right? So then they'll start mixing you right away then. Okay? That's gonna be, I think that's pretty much it for, oh yeah, you can also like make shit like this safe too, like 1-2-1 into back forward 3. 1-4-1 into back forward 3. And you can make that safe with a Kano ball, you know? Same goes with the forward 2-2-2. You can also call Kano ball, get a little bit more pressure. But the main, and also if the opponent has Sub-Zero armor on, you don't have to call the Kano knives while you do this to get in. You can call Kano ball and get in too. Another thing I like to do with Kano is after a back grab, right before the end, I'll call Kano, hold him there, and then I'll let him go to hit the opponent. I mistimed it there, but you get the gist of it. So Kano is a pretty good cameo for Kenshi. I think he's my favorite, but I don't think he's the best cameo for Kenshi. His other cameo, which I use, which I think is the best cameo for him, it's gonna be Kung Lao. So Kung Lao, he makes Kenshi really good at making the opponent come for you. Unless like you're playing a very good zoner like Sindel or Kitana, then I don't think so, but still this makes Kenshi a much better zoner because he can call the Kung Lao hat, and the Kung Lao hat is a low, and then he can do his down back 2, demon drop or whatever it's called. Make it safe too. So what I like to do, I like to hold Kung Lao hat, I like to do it, and then let go of Kung Lao hat, do it again. And sometimes I'll just let go of Kung Lao hat early to trick them, and then they'll get hit by both. Very annoying. And up close stuff plus. So on block you're gonna be less minus. Like instead of doing this, I can do that. Be +2 instead. And back to this. This is also kind of a gimmicky mix as well. Not bad. Kung Lao makes it very nice. And after a back grab, you can also after the sword comes out. As soon as the sword comes out, I did it wrong right there, but as soon as the sword comes out, you can get the call the cameo and get an overhead setup going too. And the other thing is on hit, you can easily guarantee Sento, obviously, like that, and just call Sento like that. I think the easiest thing is to hit confirm and to forward R1, and you're just calling Sento like that, straight up. So he makes the Sento very easy to call. But the other reason I think that Kenshi is the best with Kung Lao is because even after you mess up and Sento goes away, you know, in this stance he desperately needs Kung Lao. He needs this, okay? This is very, this is going to be very annoying to deal with in this stance. He has this, he can do the overhead. And he can do a combo from that too. Okay, and the only thing he's going to want to do is hit confirm anything into this. He's got very good normals in this, alright? So you can just do back 2-2 into the Lao hat, forward 4. Basically the Kung Lao hat gives Kenshi the ability to fight in both of his stances. In this stance, Kano doesn't really do much for him. Kung Lao hat does. And you can hit confirm into this, and just do a spiritual alignment. Call Sento back right away. Another gimmick I like to do, which is very gimmicky, can work if the opponent does not have meter, is I call the Kung Lao hat, if they're in the corner, I'll call the Kung Lao hat, back up, call Sento, and then I'll start terrorizing them with Sento. And I believe that leads. I think that's it for the guide. I covered the combos. I'm not gonna go too in depth into the buttons of the combos because there's a lot of Kenshi tutorials out there, and most people who play Kenshi already know like how Sento works. These are just like more advanced stuff and a little bit more like better setups, I guess you could say. I think I've covered everything. Thank you.